Namaste, hello, and welcome everyone. My name is Maddie, and I'll be your guide today. Today, we are building up towards Forearm Stand, Pincha Mayurasana, the Feathered Peacock Pose. Pose lives in the sweet spot, the place where two opposing forces meet. In yoga philosophy, we call them abhyasa and viragya. Abhyasa is the active effort and discipline to move towards your goals. The focus, the strength, the discipline it takes to press up and stay upside down. Viragya is the ability to release attachments to the result of the practice. The softening, the letting go, the ego's cravings for how we expect things to be, releasing our expectations of the outcome, and surrendering to trust that what is meant to be. So that's the practice today. Not just building the strength and the mobility to get upside down, but finding the balance between holding on and letting go, effort and softening. Too much effort and you grip, you fight gravity, you fall. Too much ease and there's nothing holding you up at all. The pose only works when both are present. For today's practice, I recommend that you have 2 blocks and a wall, or in my case, a tree that we'll utilize today. Please take care of yourselves. You know your body best, so do what feels right and no need to force anything that does not. Trust that no effort is lost in the process, so listen to your body. For forearm stand, as well as dolphin, there are a few hand variations. One is palms flat, and the other is fingers interlace or prayer hands together. Whichever allows you to have more space in your shoulders and feel most comfortable in your shoulders. So I have another video on a litmus test to figure out which one may serve you best. If you have not done that before, or if you're curious, you can check that out in the show notes below. Other than that, let's get started. Towards the back of your mat, if it feels comfortable to sit on one or both of your blocks, invitation to bring those back with you and slide it underneath your sit bones. You can sit cross-legged in Sukhasana, on your heels in Vajrasana, or any other seat that feels most comfortable to you. Rest your left hand in your lap, palm face up, right hand on top, thumbs to touch for Dhyana Mudra to help invite in a more meditative state. Connect with our breath to settle into this space together. Close your eyes or soften them, whatever helps you best to relax and go within. Unclench your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Feel your spine stack up tall towards the sky. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Again, big inhale through your nose. Expand your belly. Fill up your chest. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Deepest one so far. Inhale, fill up your belly, your chest, all the way up to your collarbones. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Seal your lips. Inhale through your nose, fill up your belly, your chest, your collarbones. Exhale through your nose, empty from your collarbones, your chest, your low tummy. Inhale, fill up belly, chest, collarbones. Exhale, empty from collarbones, chest, low tummy. Continue to deepen your breath, this 3-part breath, your yogic breathing. Notice how full and deep your breath is right now. Throughout practice today, aim to keep your breath equally as full and as deep. especially when you find yourself in a challenge. Use your breath to help you find some ease within that challenge. Let's unite our breath together. Take a deep inhale. On a slow and steady exhale, go. Now slowly flutter your eyes back open. Welcome yourself back. Crawl over onto your hands and your knees. If you sat on a block, you could set that back towards the top of your mat. Lower your elbows underneath your shoulders. Touch your palms towards the top of your mat or fingers interlace, whatever feels best in your shoulders. Inhale, tilt your tailbone to the sky. Hang your belly down, lift your chest and your chin. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, hammock your belly. Open across your heart and your throat. Look up, cow. Exhale, curl around your spine. Puff up like an angry cat. Inhale, lengthen and arch your back for as long as you can breathe air in. Exhale, curl around your spine for as long as you could let breath go. Inhale through a neutral spine. Exhale, reach for your blocks. Set them shoulders width apart from each other. Close enough to you that you can bend your elbows on top of your blocks. Inhale, join your palms like your prayers. Spread your knees as wide as your mat. Exhale, join your big toes to touch. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Draw your prayer hands towards the back of your neck. You can adjust the blocks as needed. If you crave a bigger stretch, you can set them up to a higher height. If you crave less intensity, you can set them to a lower height. Rest your thumbs against the back of your neck. Melt your heart down towards the ground. And take a few breaths into the shoulder opening. If you crave more sensation, press your fingertips together strongly and peel your hands apart. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Set your blocks to the side. Inhale, walk your hands back towards you between your legs. Exhale, ground your left hand by your left hip. Look at your thumb. Inhale, bridge your hips up. Sweep your right arm up and overhead, palm down. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Root your right hand by your right hip. Inhale, bridge your hips up. Lengthen from your left hip to your fingertips. Reach to the right. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Root through your left hand. Inhale, press your hips open. Exaggerate the stretch along your right side body. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Root through your right hand. Inhale, press your hips up. Reach your left hand to the right. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Root through your left hand. Inhale, bridge your hips up. Exaggerate your right side body stretch. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Root through your right hand. Inhale, bridge your hips up. Create length along your left rib cage. Exhale, sink your hips down. Inhale, crawl your hands forward underneath your shoulders. Exhale, slide your knees underneath your hips. And take a moment to set your blocks to the top two corners of your mat. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Ground through your left hand. Inhale, lift your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, twist and thread your right arm behind your left. Inhale, unwind, reach your right arm up. Exhale, twist, thread your right arm behind your left. Inhale, unwind from your twist, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle through, lower your right shoulder and ear to your mat this time. Inhale, crawl your left fingertips towards the top of your mat. Stay for more sensation. Exhale, crawl your left fingers towards the top right corner of your mat and pull your left hip crease further back. Breathe into your left side body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, ground your left hand back by your nose. Root through your left hand. Inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, rotate your right wrist in one direction. Inhale, swap direction. Exhale, lower your right hand under your shoulder. Inhale, reach your left hand to the sky. Exhale, twist your left arm behind your right. Inhale, unwind, reach your left arm up. Exhale, slide your left arm behind your right. Inhale, unravel from your twist, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle through, lower your left shoulder and ear towards your mat. Inhale, crawl your right fingers towards the top of your mat. Stay, or for greater challenge and stretch. Exhale, crawl your right fingers over towards the top left corner of your mat. Pull your right hip crease further back. Send your breath into your right side body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, ground your right hand by your nose. Inhale, reach your left hand up to the sky. Exhale, rotate your left wrist in one direction. Inhale, swap direction. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Inhale, crawl your hands towards the top of your mat. Exhale, melt your chest and chin or forehead towards the earth. It's okay if they don't come all the way down. Puppy pose. Take a big inhale. Exhale, press your fingers. Tuck your tailbone under. Roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Tuck your chin last. Inhale. Reverse the wave. Tilt your tailbone up. Melt your chest and your chin or forehead back towards the floor. Exhale, coil up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lengthen and arch your back. Melt towards the ground. Once more, exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Roll your spine up. Inhale, tilt your tailbone high. Arch your back. Pause for your exhale. Find your new depth in your puppy. Invitation to stay or for a little extra challenge. Inhale, curl your heels towards your butt, point your toes. One more deep inhale. Exhale, lower the tops of your feet back down if you lifted them. Inhale, press into your hands to guide yourself up. Shimmy your knees closer towards you. Exhale, ground your hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, walk your hands up, palm print in front of your shoulders, index fingers forward, wrap your elbow creases forward. Exhale, tuck your toes, pike your hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment to bend one knee, then the other to pedal out through your feet. You can shake your hips, shake your head, whatever feels good in your body to help you settle into this shape. Then find a more stable, steady down dog. Push down strongly through the sides of your ribs all the way into your hands. Wrap your shoulder blades around your rib cage. Create more length into your spine. And tilt your tailbone up even higher. See if a little bend in your knees helps you do that better. Take a breath in. Let it go. Inhale, roll forward on your toes till your shoulders stack over your wrists, high plank position. Push the earth strongly away from you and grip into the mat with your fingertips. Wrap your elbow creases forward. Squeeze your lower ribs in to lift your low back up with the rest of your spine. Squeeze your butt cheeks down and firm your kneecaps up. If you crave more support here, you can always lower your knees to your mat, especially if that improves your alignment. Take a breath in. Exhale, one at a time. Lower your forearms down to your mat, forearm plank. Again, palms can be flat or fingers interlace, what feels best in your shoulders. Always the option for knees down for extra support. Push the earth away from you strongly. Squeeze your rib cage in. Feel your strength. Inhale, tuck your toes. Walk your feet closer towards your elbows. Exhale, push through your forearms. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Look between your feet, dolphin pose. Can you push the floor away even more? Work the strength in your shoulders. You can do it one at a time for less of a challenge, or both at the same time for more of a challenge. Inhale, press your hands, extend your elbows up off of your mat. Exhale, settle back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, push from your side ribs down into your hands. Inhale, split your legs further apart. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Soften your left knee down to your mat. Inhale, grab for your blocks, walk them back towards your hips. Exhale, square off your hips at the front of your mat. Breathe in, puff up through your chest. Exhale, rock your hips back, straighten your right leg, flex your toes up, and fold. Inhale, plant your right foot, bend into your knees, sink your hips, lift your chest. Exhale, rock your hips back, straighten your right leg, bow down. Inhale, plant your right foot, bend into your knees, sink your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, rock your hips back, straighten your right leg, and fold. Inhale, plant your right foot, bend into your knee, sink your hips. So set your blocks to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, join your palms together like your prayer. Breathe in, pop up through your chest. Exhale, bend your elbows, place your prayer hands behind the back of your neck. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Press your left hip forward. Breathe in, puff up through your chest. Exhale, arc your upper back backwards. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands to frame your foot. Inhale, tuck your left toes, lift your kneecaps up, step back to your high plank of choice, always the option for knees down. Exhale, lower one at a time down to your forearm plank. Inhale, walk your toes closer towards your elbows. Exhale, push to dolphin. Inhale, root through your palms, extend your elbows up off your mat. Exhale, settle back to your down dog. Inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, push from your side ribs into your hands. Inhale, split your legs further apart. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down to your mat. Inhale, grab for your blocks, walk them back by your hips. Exhale, square your hips at the front of your mat. Breathe in, puff up through your chest. Exhale, rock your hips back, straighten your left leg, bow down. Inhale, plant your left foot, bend into your knees, sink your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten your left leg, fold into your half split. Inhale, ground your left foot, bend your knee, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten your left leg, flex your toes up and fold. Inhale, plant your left foot, bend into your knees, sink your hips. Exhale, set your blocks to the top of your mat, root your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, tuck your back toes, lift your kneecap up, step back to your plank. Exhale, lower down to your forearm plank. Inhale, walk your toes towards your elbows. Exhale, push back to your dolphin. Inhale, press your hands, extend your elbows off of your mat. Exhale, settle into your down dog. Inhale, lift to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Fold forward, feet out of hips width. Inhale, press your hands to your blocks. Lengthen your spine up halfway. Heel toe your feet wide as your mat, heels in, toes out. Exhale, bend your knees. Sink your hips down. Malasana. Hands can stay on blocks for support, or for greater challenge, pull your hands to your heart center. And we'll get into a core and shoulder series to really build more strength, specifically for forearm stands. I'll take you through each pair once, but if you really want to get much stronger for a forearm stand, I recommend you return back to this video and you go through each exercise 3 times. And you'll get so much stronger for your forearm stand. But for sake of time today, we're just going to go through 1 time each, and for the sake of not overcooking your shoulders for when it is time to play with forearm stand itself. So I invite you to stay here in the heat of the challenge. This is Abhyasa, the practice of showing up dedicated, persistent. Take one more deep inhale in Malasana. Exhale, guide yourself down to a seat. Kickstand your heels towards the top of your mat and release your fingers behind your thighs. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Exhale, roll down to your back. Inhale, extend your legs up to the sky. Lift your head and shoulders up off of the ground, reach your arms forward. Exhale, squeeze your low belly down. Glue your spine to your mat. Avoid arching your back. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower your legs as far as you can without your back arching. If your back arches up, lift your legs up a little bit higher. Snap your belly button down. Curl your head and shoulders up. Breathe into this hollow body hold. Ardha Navasana. With every exhale, snap your belly button down towards the ground. Embrace the sacred tremor of your body. You are strong. You got this. One more deep inhale. Exhale, curl your knees to your chest. Good job. Inhale, rock your body forward once. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, gain momentum. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, rock back up to Malasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet. back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down to your forearms, dolphin. Inhale, push up to your down dog. Exhale, lower to your forearms, dolphin. Inhale, press back to down dog. Exhale, lower to your forearms, dolphin. You got it. Inhale, press back to down dog. For more challenge, can you walk your feet a little closer? Exhale, lower down to dolphin. Inhale, push up, down dog. Exhale, lower down to dolphin. Inhale, press up, down dog. Exhale, lower down to dolphin. Home stretch, you got it. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down to dolphin twice more. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down to dolphin. Inhale, press up. Exhale, crawl your feet forward. Bend your knees, grab a seat, roll down to your back. Root your palms by your hips. Inhale, extend your legs up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly lower your legs down. Again, only as low as you can keep your spine on your mat. Squeeze your low belly down. Inhale, float your legs up. Exhale, lower your legs down. Squeeze your kneecaps up. Squeeze your belly button down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, control your lower. Keep your spine glued to your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, control the lower, embrace the heat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, firm through your thigh muscles. Squeeze your belly button down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, you got this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, twice more, you can do it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So strong. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl your knees to your chest. Inhale, rock forward once. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, gain momentum. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, pop up to Malasana. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your forearms down to your dolphin. Inhale, shift forward until your nose taps the ground. Exhale, push back to dolphin. If your fingers are interlaced, then you can bring your chin just over your fist. Inhale, slowly tap down. Exhale, push. If you ever crave gentler challenge, you can lower your knees down here. Inhale, shift down, tap your nose. Exhale to push. Honoring your body. Inhale, tap. Exhale, push so strong. Inhale, tap. Exhale, push last 3. Inhale, tap. Exhale, push last 2. Inhale, tap. Exhale, push one more. You can do it. Inhale, tap. Exhale, push. Oh my goodness. Inhale, lift your elbows off your mat. Exhale, crawl your feet forward. Bend your knees, grab a seat. Inhale, extend your legs out long. Exhale, place your hands by your knees. If you want less of a challenge, you could crawl your hands further forward. If you want more of a challenge, you can bring your hands closer towards your butt. Point your toes, squeeze your kneecaps up. Inhale, lift up through your chest, keep your chest lifted. Exhale, float your legs up. Inhale, control down. Exhale, push, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, control down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, you got it. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, home stretch. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, last 3. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, last 2. We hold on the last 1. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, last 1. We hold. Exhale, lift, hold. Point your toes, squeeze your kneecaps up, squeeze your belly button in. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Good job. Inhale, lean back, cross at your ankles. Exhale, crawl over onto your hands and your knees. Lower your elbows underneath your shoulders. Again, fingers interlace or palms flat for your dolphin. Inhale, tuck your toes. Lift your kneecaps up. Exhale, walk your feet a little bit closer. Push the earth away. Gaze between your feet. Stay strong through your shoulders. Can you push the earth further away? Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lower your right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, lower your left leg down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Square your head. Exhale, lower your right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Square your head down. Exhale, lower your left foot down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, lower. You can continue to look at your legs or play with looking between your arms. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, lower. You're softening your knees down. Rest your forehead down. Flip your palms face up by your feet. Take a breath. And slowly roll your spine back up. Working with a drill in headstand. If you don't feel super confident in headstand, you can practice near a wall as a safety net. Just know we never kick into headstand. We always float up. So if headstand is not already in your practice, I recommend that you do another round of those supine leg lifts, laying on your back, lifting your legs up and down. Otherwise, if you do feel confident in headstand, which is also helpful for forearm stands, interlace your fingers in a tight U shape. Lower your forearms down to the ground, elbows underneath your shoulders, and push the earth away from you. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Take 2 steps closer towards your elbows with your feet. Exhale, lower the crown of your head directly down so the base of your hands meets the base of your head. Now walk your toes closer towards you. Exhale, float your legs up. Squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your kneecaps up. Breathe in your headstand. Once you feel steady and balanced, take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your legs just to tap the ground. Inhale, extend back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to slowly lower your toes down. Lower your knees down. Flip your palms face up by your feet. Deepen your breath. Let your effort settle. Soften here. This is Viragya, the art of letting go. Inhale, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your chin, slowly roll your spine upright. Shift your hips around. Grab a seat towards the top of your mat. Grab onto one of your blocks. Slide your block towards the back of your mat on its second height horizontally. Keep your bum down on the ground. If your bum wants to lift, that's your sign to slide your booty further away from your block. Slowly walk your hands back to lower yourself down so your shoulder blades meet the block. You can adjust the block using your hands, so it's right underneath your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, join your palms like a prayer. Draw your thumbs towards the back of your neck, then arch your body backwards till your pinkies meet the ground and your hands can cradle your head. Invitation to keep your knees bent if that feels best in your body, or to stretch out more through your hips. Inhale, extend your legs, point your toes. Close your eyes or soften them. And deepen your breath here. So you continue to deepen your breath. Visualize a colorful, mighty peacock in your mind's eye. Brilliant blues and greens. Its big feathered tail reaching up towards the sky. In Hindu mythology, the peacock is a symbol of beauty, grace, and a kind of fearlessness. Known for dancing freely even among venomous snakes, unbothered by the danger around it. This pose borrows from that image. Right now, you're stepping into the unknown, maybe even frightening territory, upside down, off balance, unsure. The invitation isn't to eliminate the fear, it's to find your grace inside of it anyways, to dance, even here. Take one more deep inhale. Let it go. Inhale, tee out your arms. Exhale, bend your knees. Cross your right arm over your body to roll onto your left side in the fetal position. Press into your right hand to guide yourself up to a seat. We now have some time to play with the wall and forearm stand. So you can set up by the wall if you're not already. I'll set up by the tree and I'll meet you back here. So our first exercise will utilize the wall or tree, although I do recommend a wall more so than a tree. So you have your feet against the wall and your body is open towards space. Press your feet directly against the wall. Lower your forearms down into your forearm stand position, whether that's palms flat or fingers interlaced, and push the earth away strongly. Inhale, hike your hips up and walk your feet up the wall. Exhale, bend one of your legs over your head. Gaze forward and continue to shift ever so gently forward until your toes float off the wall. You're not kicking off the wall. You're just shifting to play with finding your balance. Push, push, push the earth away. If you feel like you're gonna fall, just extend your leg back towards the wall. So again, no kicking, just work towards playing and finding that balance point. Breathe, stay strong through your shoulders, push the earth away. Squeeze your inner thigh in. When you've had enough of that, you can crawl your feet down the wall. Take a little rest. Invitation to try that again. Turn around. So your feet are against the wall and your body is towards space. Put your feet on the wall, lower your elbows down underneath your shoulders. Find your forearm position of choice. Push the earth away strongly. Pike your hips up. Inhale, crawl your feet up the wall. So tilt one leg back behind you, hug your inner thigh in. Very slowly shift your body weight so your toes float off the wall. You're not kicking off the wall, you're finding your shift of that balance point so the toes will just float off. If you're scared of going the other way, just extend your leg and you'll find the wall. Had enough of that. You can crawl your feet down the wall. Take a little rest. Invitation to try that again on your own time if you'd like to. You could even play around with swapping which leg is in front of the other. Now we'll utilize the wall, or in my case, the tree. So you are facing the wall. To help you find the right distance, sit in front of the wall, extend your legs, and place your feet against the wall. Then place your hands by your hips, crawl around, and place your hands in your forearm stand position. This gives you enough space to practice on lifting up into forearm stand and working the split of your legs, but the wall is there just in case you overshoot it. To help you find the right distance, sit in front of the wall, extend your legs, and place your feet against the wall. Then place your hands by your hips, crawl around, and place your hands in your forearm stand position. Push down strongly from your shoulders into your forearms. Inhale, tuck your toes, pike your hips up. Exhale, walk your toes as close to your elbows as you can. The closer you can get them, the better. Inhale, float one leg up. Exhale, square your hips. Inhale, shift forward on your toes to find your tipping point. If you got your feet close enough, you may be able to just float up from here. Otherwise, very gently press down through your toes to find the gentle lift up into the pose. Stay strong through your shoulders, push the earth away. Squeeze your rib cage in. Hug your inner thighs in. Find your center. Deepen your breath. So you've had enough, you can slowly make your way back down to the ground. Good job. Invitation to continue to play with forearm stand with or without the wall. Of course, getting away from the wall is a beautiful thing, but all in due time. Do what allows you to feel safe and practicing and confident and build that skill set so you are ready to someday leave the wall. Invitation to continue to play as long as you'd like. As you're ready to wind things down, you can meet me back seated on your mat. You can sit towards the back of your mat in Vajrasana with a block between your ankles, or seated in Sukhasana, or any seat that feels comfortable. No need to not be comfortable right now. Inhale, tee out your arms. Exhale, hook your right arm underneath your left. You can give yourself a bear hug or join the back of your hands together or palms to touch. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, round your spine. Draw your elbows down towards your belly. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Deepen your breath, and if it feels good, you can even give your head a few bobs up and down. Inhale, slowly roll your spine back up. If you're in the bear hug, you could stay as you are. You do have the eagle wrap with your right fingers pressed against your left hand. Take a big inhale, lift your elbows up a little more. Exhale, gently guide your left arm towards the left. working external rotation at your shoulder, honoring your edge and breathing into that space, and working towards keeping your left arm about parallel to the ground. Inhale, back to center, open out your arms. Exhale, hook your left arm under your right. Give yourself a big bear hug. Join the back of your hands together or palms to touch, whatever feels best on this side. Inhale, lift your elbows up, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine down. Drag your elbows towards your belly, your chin towards your chest. Again, if that feels good, you can play with some bobs of your head up and down. Inhale, slowly roll back up. You're in the bear hug stay. If you're in the eagle wrap, exhale with your left hand, press against your right palm. Slowly guide your right arm more towards the right, working external rotation at your shoulder. Right arm about parallel to the ground. I should specify your bicep rather, more parallel to the ground. It's okay if your forearm is not. Mine clearly is not either. Inhale, slowly rise up through center. So unwrap your arms, give them a light shake. Inhale, crawl forward towards the top of your mat. You could set your block back towards the top of your mat. Exhale, slowly roll down to your belly. Inhale, tee out your left arm to the left. Exhale, rest your left cheek to your mat. Inhale, curl your right knee so your heel comes towards your bum. Exhale, press into your right hand. Roll your right hip over your body until your right foot meets the ground behind your left leg. Your right hand can stay where it is, or more shoulder opening. Wrap your right arm around. Bend your elbow, place the back of your hand to the back of your deep breaths in your floor scorpion. Inhale, unwind, ground your right hand by your nose. Exhale, slowly roll down to your belly. Inhale, tee out your right arm, root your palm down. Exhale, turn your right cheek to your mat, place your left hand by your shoulder. Inhale, curl your left heel to your butt. Exhale, press your left hand to roll your left hip over your body. Lower your left foot to the ground behind your right. Your left hand can stay where it is. For more shoulder opening, inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, bend your elbow, place the back of your hand to the back of your head. Deep breath. Inhale, unwrap your left arm if you took the half bind. Exhale, slowly roll down to your belly. Inhale, reach your right arm forward in front of your shoulder towards the top of your mat. Exhale, press your left hand to roll your body down onto your back. Press your feet to scoot yourself onto your mat. Now reach overhead and grab for a block. Exhale, slide your heels close enough towards your bum that you can graze them with your middle finger. Inhale, press your heel, bridge your hips up, slide your block underneath your sacrum. Exhale, settle your hips down to your block. Get your palms down by your hips. You can keep your knees bent, or if it feels good in your body and you want a bigger stretch, you can stretch your legs out long. Deepen your breath into your belly. Feel your energy settling more and more. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, place your feet to the earth if they're not already there. Inhale, drive through your heels, lift your hips off of the block. Exhale, set the block to the side, slowly lower your hips down to the ground. Take a big breath into your belly. Exhale, squeeze your knees to your chest, give yourself a loving hug, a gentle rock side to side. Take another big inhale. Complete exhale. Soften your rock through center. Inhale, curl yourself up into a tight little ball. Your last bit of physical effort. Exhale, release your body down onto your mat. Set your legs out long, as wide as your mat, and let your toes flop out to the sides. Set your props out of your way or underneath your knees if you'd like a little more space in your lower back. And flip your palms face up by your hips. Create some space underneath your armpits and shimmy your shoulder blades out from underneath you. Unclench your jaw. Relax your tongue. Close your eyes or soften them. Whatever helps you best to relax and go within. Before you settle into the stillness and silence of body and mind, take a moment to acknowledge the effort and discipline you brought to the mat today. That focus, that strength, that active work of moving towards your goal. And notice, did you also cling to how the results looked? Whether you got upside down or took a tumble, see if you can soften more into surrender now. Let that release carry you deeper, more peacefully into your final Śavāsana. Gently take a deep breath in. A soft exhale. Continue to deepen your breath. Invite in more prana, more life force energy into your being through your breath. You may welcome little movements back into your fingers and your toes. Roll out through your ankles and your wrists. As you're ready to welcome full awareness back, take a big inhale, reach your arms overhead. Stretch your legs out long, full body stretch. Exhale, soften your shape. Curl your knees to your chest in a loving hug. And slowly roll over to your most comfortable side. Use your bottom arm's bicep as a pillow. Just observe how you feel now at the completion of your practice. With your eyes still at rest, gently press yourself up to a seat. Whatever seat feels most comfortable in your body, with or without your props to support your seat. Join your palms together in front of your heart center. Take a deep breath in together. Exhale, bow your head to your heart. May you take this dance between abhyasa and viragya with you off the mat and into your life. Whatever it is you want in this life, may you have the discipline to take the active effort and steps needed to move toward it consistently, persistently. And at the same time, may you honor the energy of viragya, releasing attachment to the results. That release is often the hardest part, and it's also what brings us the most peace and ease. Thank you.